Senior officials from Washington and Beijing had a tense exchange. The U.S. Secretary of State told his counterpart that he would be bringing up deep concerns about issues including China's treatment of Hong Kong and Taiwan. China's top diplomat immediately accused the American side of being condescending. Ji-yeon shares with us their remarks.
The first in-person meeting between U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and his Chinese counterpart Yang Jiechi in Anchorage, Alaska, started with a back and forth of fiery exchanges. Ahead of Thursday's meeting, Blinken hurled criticism at Beijing's actions, saying they threaten a rules-based order that prolongs global stability, which Washington works hard to maintain.
We'll also discuss our deep concerns with actions by China, including in Xinjiang, Hong Kong, Taiwan, cyber attacks on the United States, economic coercion toward our allies. Each of these actions threaten the rules-based order that maintains global stability. That's why they're not merely internal matters and why we feel an obligation to raise these issues here today.
Beijing fired back, saying the U.S. has been using its military and financial clout to pressure other countries and instigate conflict by interfering in other nations' internal affairs.
In front of the Chinese side, the U.S. does not have the qualification to say that it wants to speak to China from a position of strength. Well, the American people are certainly a great people, but so are the Chinese people. So have the Chinese people not suffered enough in the past from the foreign countries? Well, as long as China's system is right with the wisdom of Chinese people, there's no way to strangle China.
Blinken and Yang are joined by U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan and Chinese State Councilor Wang Yi for a 2+2 meeting. Among a number of agendas they're speculated to discuss include the denuclearization of North Korea, as well as U.S. sanctions on Chinese telecom companies. Meanwhile, the Blue House has said the U.S. had promised to share with the South Korean government the results of its recent meeting with China in an apparent move to coordinate Seoul and Washington's response as an alliance. Ji-yeon, Arirang News.